Good morning, 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 good morning. Have you got the message yet? The word is good morning. This is your paper review. My name is Ed Parnell. I am king of this land. You will obey me. In the Mirror this morning, there are a number of responses to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's assurances that the British public will indeed be bombed to oblivion. Inside, there's a story about Buckingham Palace becoming a Tesco superstore and how a brand new coffee aims to capture the customer sector which doesn't like coffee by tasting of nothing in particular. The Eye follows up on his story yesterday that baked beans and baked bean sauce to be sold separately with tins as an optional extra. Children can't understand what their parents saw in glove puppets in the first place. There's an article on that, and there's also a sad showbiz story about how Dermot O'Leary's pet rock refuses to learn tricks. In The Guardian today, a quiz to ask, are you angry all the time? Are you? There's also a British nuclear missile test in Florida which disappointed officials by just pulling out a small flag at the tip of the missile with the word bang written on it, and an attempt to get Vatican City even closer to God by putting the whole thing on stilts has been turned down by the Italian government. The Star this morning has a feature on the cost of living crisis, ironically not mentioning you could have saved yourself £1.35 if you hadn't bought the Star. There's research on why dogs love sniffing your privates, and Russell T Davies reveals why he finds bananas such an amusing shape. In the Financial Times this morning, there is an exclusive about the looming financial disaster, and it's all down to women, immigrants and the unemployed, according to the Bank of England. And there's news of Apple, who, despite recent fall in sales, have now launched a new product, the iPencil. The device, which will launch this summer, will be 6 inches long and feature a cedar casing with graphite stem in a variety of densities to suit all tastes. £1,245 for the standard issue or $2,300 for Pencil Pro, but critics say the lack of a USB port or difficulty charging will harm device sales. In the Daily Mail this morning, there's a story that it's all somebody else's fault and you've got to find out who that person is and then we can put their face on the front cover. And there's also a feature on why Camilla's hat should get heritage status, and Richard Littlejohn has moved forward with technology by dictating his column on the subject of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, which consists of muttering their names, growls, grunts and the occasional tut. In Money Mail, the pull-out section today, they explain why it's good to have more money than any of your friends and how to really rub their noses in it. The Telegraph this morning leads with the historic news that a fruit salad is now MP for Hounslow, meaning at last snacks are being represented in politics. There's criticism for Joe Biden as he mistakes the podium of the President of the United States for a urinal, and Boris Johnson features excerpts from his memoir, today focusing on gas bills from 1998 to 2005. Finally, the Daily Express today has a story about fury over vote in Parliament, fury over increased fees for motorists, fury at care home chaos, and fury at the sheer amount of fury there is in the world. And no edition of the Daily Express would be complete without a royal story, and there's a cracker on the front page. Miffed Monarch misses musical. All will be revealed on the inside pages of the Daily Express today, where you'll also find top tips from top celebrity David Beckham on how to save money in a cost of living crisis by only using your home solarium, sauna and tanning salon 3 times a day, and perhaps letting a couple of your masseuse go. Those are your papers. Savour them. They will not happen again.